Oh, hello there. Coach Tim here, and this is January the 12th. It is a Friday, and it happens to be a Friday in week 7 of the cycle, which means what? We are maxing out. We're going for a heavy for the day, right? Clean and jerk. So, same thing we do on Monday with the snatches. I always say, no one takes me up on it, but I'll always throw out the disclaimer that if you feel like you need more time, and to warm yourself up or to clean jerks. Typically we only give you about 25 minutes because you guys like to do a WOD, so we got to make sure that there's enough time on both ends, factoring in the warm-up. But if you decide I'd like to just keep lifting rather than do the WOD today, you should do that. We absolutely leave the option open for that. The only thing that would be going against the norm, or even just like my own wishes, is if the reason you're doing that is to try and fail at the same weight over and over and over again. Okay, you gotta have a cutoff. I didn't PR my snatch on Monday, but my most successful lift happened on my 4th attempt. I usually only give it 3. So I'm just saying, we don't want to get to like 6, 7, 8, 9 attempts of the same weight. That's overkill. At that point, I'm like, I don't think you're strong enough yet for that weight, or your technique's not down enough. So, especially don't do that while the WOD's going on, because the coach is going to, the coach won't be able to give you full attention. What else? The WOD today, the old 25-30-25 format. It's not a real thing, but I mean, it's not a format that is well known, but we have what I'm calling a chipper today. All right, so the movements are toes to bar, 25 of them, 30 box jump overs, and then, 30 hang power cleans, and then 25 more box jump overs. Add the normal heights, right, and you can step up today. We'll just get that out of the way. So it's 25, 30, 25 of those 3 movements, but you're doing that twice, right? So that's what it is. We're basically doing it, taking a rest of 2 minutes, and then doing it again. So the volume's up there a little bit today. Not a crazy volume. Toes to bar are the only movement where that is it's not even an unusual volume in the grand scheme of things. But doing 25, a set of 25, which is what this WOD asks of you, is a little bit above the norm, above the average for us. But what did I say at the beginning of this beginning of this video? It's a chipper. So anytime you see the idea of a chipper out there, both big sets and small sets are acceptable. You could certainly chip away at something via the single, right? The only difference is when you're chipping away, that normally doesn't include big rests or walking around, or or if you are going to do small sets, doing a small set and then needing a big rest, because that starts to remove the intensity. So chip away at something by being very active in the pursuit of it. So I love the idea of, like, if you can do a set of 5 toes to bar, of 5 sets of 5 to get through that. We all know that box jump overs are things that you can do. They're singles sort of by nature, but that you can kind of stick with it. Get a cadence for those box jumps such that you won't need to stop. Maybe you're not going as fast as you possibly can, but you also aren't going to need to stop in the middle. And then, we did push jerks in the WOD on Wednesday. So today we don't have any overheads in the WOD, but we are going to do hang cleans, which is everybody's favorite version of the clean, is it not? Hang power cleans tend to be something at a loading where you can knock out big sets at a time anyway. So although I said small sets are good, the hang clean, the only reason you don't want to do small sets is because you're always going to have to re-deadlift that bar. Now, that being said, we are going with a no heavier weight today of 115 for the men, 75 for the ladies, and that means that you are I don't think that that's anybody's, that's not really approaching many people's 1 rep max for a hang power clean. So bottom line is, if you think you can do that, do it. And you can get as many as, like, say 5 to 10 every time you pick it up, then it's an appropriate loading for you. If you could only do the hang clean at 2 to 3 reps at a time every time you pick it up, I wouldn't recommend trying the 115-75 weight. Pick a loading that you're going to be able to do pretty big sets. Not all 30. If you could do all 30 and you're not at 115 or 75, then you should have gone heavier, but you know what I'm saying. Light enough to move. All right, and enjoy that 2 minutes of rest right in the middle of the workout. That is designed to try to keep the intensity up. You rest for 2 minutes, and then you try, I know, like maybe even take a look at your splits today. I'll try to do the same of, how long the first round takes or the first half takes versus the second. I didn't do this one yet. I got this, 2 spots on my hand that just aren't healing. And I'm going to do this on Friday with you all, but any more time I can give myself, I just need to take it. So enjoy this one. I think it looks fun. We just haven't tested it yet. All right, enjoy.